Mr. Pracha, thank you so much for taking out time and speaking exclusively to ET Now. If you could throw some light on today's High Court proceedings, the order has been reserved, but most importantly, there was a suggestion made by the High Court yesterday that if both parties agree, then samples of Maggi could be sent to 5 independent accredited agencies. What is the stance of the government as of now, and what did you have to say in court today?
See, a proposal was made, yes, but we opposed the proposal and we did not accept with the proposal for the 2 reasons. One, there is no provision in the Act, Food Act, for such a proposal, and we are bound by the Act. Secondly, the samples which are now being sought to be or proposed to be tested have been collected by Nestle India Limited only. So it is absolutely not acceptable that an entity which is under investigation and under proceedings is allowed to or even can propose the samples. So these samples will absolutely have no value because the possibility of these being doctored and manufactured for the purposes of the test is always there, and this is absolutely, it is unheard of that the entity under investigation proposes its own samples. So therefore we turned down this proposal, and Nestle India also submitted a list of laboratories and a list of experts in the court. Again we turned it down for the simple reason again that there is no such procedure in law for such a proposal to be made. Also because this will lead to a situation where any entity or any entity under investigation or any proceeding will come up and say that I do not like the procedure as laid down by law. I want my fresh proposal or a procedure which should be followed for me. And a third party will again say that I don't like these 2 first proposals. Neither the procedure for law as said by law is okay for me. Neither the procedure as proposed by Nestle India is good for me. I want a third procedure. Then process will be unending and it will lose all its sanctity.
In fact, sir, there are a few other entities, as you were talking about, like Tata, Starbucks and Kellogg's, that are also under the scanner of the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. And the point, correct me if I'm wrong, but the point that you're trying to make is that if a stance which is open to an independent testing agency is taken in the case of Nestle, it might be used by these other companies as well.
That possibility is also there, but firstly I'll clarify that I have not informed you. It is in public domain that these people are, these entities are also under proceedings are going on. But yes, you have rightly pointed out that of course any entity will come and say that my own individual procedure for investigation against me should be adopted. The investigating people should be according to my choice, and the labs testing these products, my products, which have been found to be errant, should also be according to myself. I mean, that kind of proposal is not acceptable to us because it will lead to devastating effects on the question of food safety.
All right, sir. In fact, the Bombay High Court spoke about public interest, and in the larger issue of public interest, they were in fact saying that hopefully there could be a middle ground between both the parties, and hence why not try out the route of an independent accredited testing lab? What do you have to say about that? Because essentially they were of the opinion that if a middle ground is reached at this point of time, then any sort of further damage to the public because of consumption can in fact be avoided.
In fact, any middle ground which compromises the least food safety and wholesomeness, which is the prime concern of consumers, is not acceptable to FSSAI, and it should not be acceptable to any regulator for that matter.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.